Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining me again today. I just really felt compelled to get on here and do a little message for everyone. We do have the new moon in Capricorn, so now is the time to set your intentions for the new year. And thank you to everyone who's been watching the videos and subscribing to my channel. I really, really appreciate it. It actually really fills my heart when I think about coming and doing these readings. Today, I have my medicine bracelet. This is a bracelet that I was given when I went to a Nako Bear concert, actually. Where did we go for that? I think it was in Toronto. It was the second time Nako Bear played in Toronto. But the message to me today is about being the medicine for yourself and being the medicine for other people. And if you don't know who Nako Bear is, he sings some pretty amazing things with some really good messaging. So if you're looking for some feel-good messaging, Nako Bear is someone you would absolutely could check out. So I'm going to ask Spirit for the messages today, whatever needs to come out for the collective. Like I said, just fills my heart to be able to come and do this and to hopefully be the medicine for all of you if you're struggling. I know January is always a month where people struggle and with not having the sunshine and the weather being unpredictable. Oh, we have a message right there. Oh, isn't that funny? Okay. And I'm going to take this top one. So, what do we have here? We have the number 3 and Time Machine. So to me, what looks like here is that you have, in the recent past, have obviously said yes to something. You've walked beyond the threshold now. It looks like that this was a guidance that you felt very compelled to do. When I look at that number 3 again, that's creativity and spontaneity. So, and all of that light there that we see that's in this really nice balance with the darkness, and this pathway that is set out before you, I feel you went through this portal or went through this new beginning with an open mind and an open heart, and you felt the calling. So it may have seemed spontaneous, I think, maybe to others when you just went ahead and walked through this new beginning. But it's for the highest good of all. I see lots of light here, so that's really a powerful messaging there. Beside that, we also have willing to release. So what I see here is that you are willing to release any past patterning, seeds of thought. We see the dandelion there, and what this reminds me of is all kinds of seeds get planted within us throughout our lifetime, and sometimes they're not for the highest good. It's not for your highest good, and it's not for your soul's mission. So to be able to really have a look at what seeds have been planted within you and allow for those things that no longer serve you to be released. So it looks like you have done this, you've released this being in your past energy, that you have decided to let go of all of the things that no longer serve you. We see a 4 and a 9 here. That reduces down to a 13. Beautiful when I think of the 13 grandmother moons. And then beside this we have sacred reverence and the key within this heart. So by letting go of all of these seeds of thought that have been put into your heart and into your mind, you've been able to unlock that your own heart center, what your true mission really truly is to be here in this physical existence. And now is the time. I really feel like now is the time to be the medicine for ourselves and to be the medicine for others. So you have been able to pass through um, a higher consciousness, realizing that some of these things that you've held on to, this patterning that you have others have convinced you of throughout your lifetime, that this is the way that things need to be done, that you're letting go of that and allowing for your heart to be the center of the mission that you have here in this physical plane. You see that beautiful heart, that it's being released. We see all of the purple and blue, that indigo color, as well as that light green being the color of the heart chakra, and then the indigo and blue all around there is that higher consciousness. So you've allowed for that heart to be freed and to show the light of what that higher consciousness is. So you may actually even be feeling much lighter. You might feel as though you've unburdened yourself to a point of and really connecting with Mother Earth here, I see Mother Earth within the hands here. And she is our first mother. That's the way that I look at her anyways, when she is the one who provides for all of creation. So it's through that connection and that sacred reverence and the respect that you have with all of creation, and the understanding about the reciprocity of energy that needs to happen. I think that, people who are viewing me today and who this is resonating with have done a lot of work on themselves. They understand that the things that they've gone through in life have only allowed them to level up and to actually really free their heart. So I love this with the key here in the center, freeing up. It just reminds me of our creation story as Anishnaabe people. We talk about how Creator put all of the answers that we need for ourselves within us. And to me, unlocking that heart and that key is that you're free to go ahead and fulfill the mission that Creator has asked you to fulfill. And I do believe it's to raise the consciousness of all around. Wow, awesome. What a beautiful message. Let me get some more cards here about the present for the collective. Spirit, if you can give us some messages here for the collective, for the present moment, or for the guidance. So, with the first card we have coming up is this number 8. Into me I see. So it looks like you have decided that through all of this healing work that you've done, that you're going to continue to maintain this state of balance that you do have. This unlocking of this heart center to create this balance within you. See how the coloring is very much the same here too. Just quite nice, allowing for that heart to be free and to feel into the abundance. It's like you've passed a threshold. Maybe when I look at this, that maybe you've passed the threshold of feeling that abundance in your life, feeling the gratitude that you have been divinely guided through this portal and into this feeling of abundance. And the reason why I say this abundance, with it being the number 8 here, this person or this being here makes me feel like you have really poured into yourself. And I see a star here at that third eye, and I see the heart coming forward, much like this one in the previous card that we have here. So you have really poured the love and the nurturing and the healing into yourself by being willing to release all of those seeds or those perceptions, those filters that people have placed on you throughout your lifetime. And when you've done this and you see this, we move right into the spirit of gratitude. As I was saying, actually, it's so funny. You can't even you can't predict this, I guess, but I guess you can predict this when you tap into spirit here. And it's kind of funny when I think of this, but this spirit of gratitude, this card beside the spirit of gratitude, she absolutely is pouring that love into herself, where there's this connection of the mind and the heart coming together, which is creating this abundance. And when we're in this spirit of gratitude, we allow for more of that that flow to come through our own bodies and into this center axis. And the reason, I talk about this axis, this is the center of our being. This is why, I guess this is why we make the sign of the cross. But here is the center of our being, and it is that heart center. And feeling this gratitude about whatever possibilities that you are here to create. It is being guided by that star. See that beautiful star above her head? This being as well has a star right on that forehead there. So in this present moment, you are being divinely guided, and it's taking you to endless possibilities. How amazing is that? If we take a moment sometimes and think about just how quickly life can change, that's what this reminds me of. It's like, if we just for a moment have a second and take that deep breath, and we know how quickly life can change when a message is brought to you, when you have a realization within yourself, it's like being divinely guided. So you are now open to endless possibilities that I see here in this present moment because of this spirit of gratitude that you have and the sacred reverence that you have for Mother Earth. And respecting that sacred knowledge that you hold within you, within your heart. Into me I see. Let's get a few more messages now for the future energy for the collective. Look into the future energy for the collective. And the first card, the Grand Symphony, a merry motive, and feeling the world. So in this future energy, I have the Grand Symphony, a merry motive, and feeling the world. So this merry motive to me talks about this life path, this divinely guided path that we see here at the very beginning of the reading, that you happily walk through this divine agreement that you made, even just looking at the world here, and it's called Feeling the World. You have answered the call. When I look at this, it almost looks like one of those things you used to listen back in the old days. If you had a hard time hearing, they would have these big things that you would bring up to your ear so you could listen. So I feel like you have heard the call. You have walked through this being divinely guided. And it is about your life mission, this merry motive. And maybe it is being the medicine for the people. Maybe you feel called to help bring this medicine to the people. It is this grand symphony. This also draws my attention. Oh, isn't that interesting? There is hummingbirds on this card as well. And so it's not surprising that you are hearing the messaging. So be aware that as you continue to move forward with all of the healing work that you have done, and you have happily walked through this portal into this merry motive that I see here, know that this is, it's almost like all of the trumpets are playing in that spirit world. So happy that you're listening. You're listening to what Spirit is asking you to do, calling you to do, because you feel the pain that the world is experiencing right now. You feel it on such a deep level, and that you know that you're a part of this mission, this merry motive to bringing the medicine to the people. What a beautiful message. Oh my gosh. Lovely. I'm so glad I came on and decided to do a reading here today. Again, if you could like or comment or share my video with someone who you feel this might resonate with, I would truly, truly appreciate it. And before we go, I'm just going to go ahead and get one of these angel cards here and see what Spirit has for the collective. What angel message do we have for the collective here today? Okay, here we go. Again, the middle path. Embrace both sides. Find that middle path in the road and live a more balanced and peaceful life. When I look at this card, it's actually even the same color as that. So finding that middle path. So finding a way to balance those perceptions or those seeds of thoughts that were put into you as you grew up. You know, I always find it interesting as I get older and older and we see each decade past, you know, that a lot of us are still reflecting on that first, 15, 20 years of our lives, that childhood that has, impacted us on such a great level. Have a real good look at those seeds of thought that have been planted within you, and know that there are many, many paths, and this is what this is. There are many paths to allowing your heart to be free. And know that you are being called, this feeling of the world here. Find that middle path. Listen to the messages. Be and allow for Spirit to guide you through life. Because, these little inklings or these little thoughts that we have when we seem to be doing mundane things, they really do, those are our seeds of thought that we get from creation, that we get from Creator. So follow, find that way of balance, find that way of living a more peaceful life, sending love to those that you feel might need that extra love right now. Be that medicine. You can actually send the medicine right from wherever you are. So that's the beautiful thing about energy. So again, I thank you so much for joining me today, and take good care. We'll see you next time.